In the history of the Eurovision Song Contest, there have been many cases where countries sent artists who were already globally famous, commercially successful, and decorated with international awards. Yet none of that translated into victory on the Eurovision stage. These cases are more common than people think, and one of the most striking examples is Cascada, led by vocalist Natalie Horler. In 2013, Cascada represented Germany at Eurovision, only to finish near the bottom of the scoreboard in the final. Especially considering that since their international breakthrough in 2006, Cascada had firmly established themselves as one of the most influential acts in global dance music. Natalie Horler was born on September 23, 1981 in Bonn, Germany, though she spent much of her early childhood in the United Kingdom. Music was deeply embedded in her upbringing. Her mother, Christine, worked as a foreign language teacher, while her father, David Horler, was a member of the Cologne-based WDR Big Band, a respected jazz ensemble. Natalie already knew she wanted to become a professional singer. She was particularly drawn to soul music, and one of her biggest inspirations was Alicia Keys, whose emotional depth and musicality left a lasting impression on her. By the age of 18, Natalie was spending most of her time in recording studios, working on demo vocals for DJs and producers. It was during this period that she met Manuel Ruder, better known as DJ Manian, and Jan Pfeiffer, better known as DJ Yano. Their creative chemistry proved immediate and powerful. Together, they began collaborating on tracks that quickly gained attention in the European club scene. Cascada, in essence, was never just Natalie Horler. It was a creative alliance between the powerful vocalist and two highly skilled producers. The group released their debut single, Miracle, in 2004. But it failed to make a significant impact. A follow-up single, Bad Boy, met a similar fate. Both tracks later appeared on their debut album, but at the time, success seemed frustratingly out of reach. Everything changed in 2005 with the release of Everytime We Touch, the title track of their debut album. The song became a global phenomenon almost overnight. It reached #1 in Sweden and Ireland, peaked at #2 in the UK and France, and entered the top 10 in the United States. Interestingly, Everytime We Touch was not an entirely original song. The original version was released in 1992 by Maggie Riley, a Scottish singer with a distinctive voice and undeniable talent. While Riley's version was well received, it never achieved massive commercial success. Cascada's reinterpretation reintroduced the song to a new generation, transforming it into a club anthem. The debut album, Everytime We Touch, was released in early 2006 and quickly became a commercial triumph. About half of the album consisted of dance covers of well-known tracks, a strategy that worked perfectly for an era. In 2007, Cascada released their second album, Perfect Day. While it didn't replicate the overwhelming success of their debut, it still produced a major hit, What Hurts the Most, which became Cascada's second best-selling single in the United States. A major turning point came with their third album, Evacuate the Dance Floor, released in 2009. For the first time, the album contained no cover versions. It marked a stylistic shift away from classic Eurodance toward a more contemporary electro-pop sound. The title track, Evacuate the Dance Floor, debuted at #1 on the UK singles chart and became a worldwide hit. Remarkably, it knocked Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror off the top spot shortly after his death, during a time when his entire catalog had re-entered the charts. Following this success, Cascada's experimented with a new release strategy, dropping singles independently before assembling them into the 2011 album Original Me. The most popular tracks from the era were San Francisco and Pyromania, both of which performed well in clubs and on European radio. Despite their strong commercial legacy, Cascada's Eurovision appearance in 2013 proved that success outside the contest does not guarantee votes within it. In 2024, Cascada released their most recent album, Studio 24, a project heavily inspired by disco and funk. This musical evolution was shaped through collaboration with German producer Christian Geller. The album draws sonic inspiration from the legendary Studio 54, the iconic New York nightclub that defined an era. Studio 54 was more than a club. It was a spectacle. In late 1970s New York, amid economic decline and rising crime, Studio 54 offered an alternative reality. Glittering lights, fog machines, spinning disco balls, and a crowd that included Mick Jagger, David Bowie, and Andy Warhol, sitting side by side. The album captures the spirit, translating disco nostalgia into a modern dance pop framework. In 2025, Cascada once again reminded the world of their enduring relevance with the release of Everytime We Touch, the remake. Created in collaboration with Steve Aoki, the updated version brought fresh energy to a timeless anthem. Germany's music industry is full of fascinating personalities and unexpected success stories. And to continue exploring the scene, I suggest checking out my video about Germany's provocative blonde female rappers. And let's discuss whether the female rap industry resonates with you.